Hello roads, Jai Shri Ram. So in the last video, we discussed about low-level language and high-level language. Today we'll focus on translator. As you can see from the name, translator, it means it is translating something. What is translating? Let's understand. So there are two types of translator. First one is compiler and other one is interpreter. These two are the translator which used to translate our code from human language to the machine code. Let's understand one by one. We'll just focus on compiler first. What is compiler? That we should understand first. Suppose if I'm writing any code, suppose int a equals to 10 and b equals to 20, c equals to 30, and then I'll just print these three lines a, b and c. So what we'll see on the console screen, that is 10, 20 and 30. Okay. But what compiler is doing, it will just take the whole code and will convert to zeros and one, so that computer can understand. It will take the whole code. I'll just tell you one more thing. Whenever you execute the C program, it is in the form of .c extension. .c extension. Whenever you will execute this code, it will convert in .c extension. Then compiler will compile the code, and then it will convert in .obj file. Listen it carefully. Whenever the compiler will compile this code, .seek extension will convert into .obj extension. This obj extension, it is a collection of zeros and one. It is nothing but a collection of zeros and one. So it's very important to convert this .c to .obj. No worry, this compiler will automatically do. So that is a benefit of compiler. We need conversion, as you understand the last video. Okay. Let's talk about interpreter. What is interpreter? Let's suppose, let me remove this first. Okay. Now what is interpreter? Interpreter is nothing but, in a compiler, the whole code is translating into .obj file, and then we can see the output. But in interpreter, we'll just see the code line by line. It will just take int a equals to 10, then it will convert in .obj file, and it will give in the form of zeros and 1. Then again it will come to b equals to 20, it will convert into .obj file, then again it will provide some result in the form of zeros and 1. So it will check each and every line, it will convert into .obj file and it will provide the result. That is interpreter. Again focus it and understand what is compiler and interpreter. Compiler is taking the whole code, the complete code, and is converting into .obj file, and this is providing the output. But interpreter, it is taking each and every line, it is converting .obj file, then it is providing the output. These are the two translators which is translating. Now let's understand what is advantages and disadvantages of compiler and interpreter. Let's jump to the compiler. In the compiler, we are just taking the whole code and we are translating to .obj file. Now it is very fast because we don't need to check each and every line. If we are having 1,000 lines of code in my system, then it will check all the code together and will convert to the .obj file. It is very fast. That is advantage of compiler. But there is one disadvantage. Suppose I'm having an error in the first line. You might know about errors. In the first line, I'm having some error. Suppose syntax error. I just write this wrong. It is I have just written in. I forget to write T. So this is a syntax error. So what we'll do is still compiler will take all the code and it will show the error. It will not give the output. Why it will not give the output? Because there is an error in the first line. There is an issue. I hope you're understanding my point. So there is an issue with this compiler. With compiler. So this is a drawback. What is a drawback? If there is an error, then compiler should stop here. But still it is converting into .obj file. But it won't convert. Why? Because there is an issue. Understood? But in case of interpreter, if there is an issue with first if there is an issue with first line, it will not come to the second line. It will say, hey interpreter, please, there is an issue with the first line. Please take it out. It will stop there. It will stop executing. That's why it is important. It is advantage of interpreter. But yeah, the drawback is it is very slow comparatively compiler, because it will check each and every line that will convert to .obj file. Then it is difficult to take the whole code and sort the thing. So this is an advantage of compiler, interpreter, and disadvantage as well. I hope you understand translators. Now in the next video, I'll just tell you one more thing, what is assembly language. There's one more translator which is assembler that I missed out somehow. But no worries, I'll just teach it out. This assembly as well. So I hope you understand these things. Now you might confuse how compiler is working, how interpreter is working. Let me tell you the example. I'm just giving you the basic example before doing that. Compiler is a mediator, we can say. It is a mediator of English and machine code. How? Suppose if I'm liking someone, she knows Telugu, I know English, but how to convince, how to say? So I just talk to my friend Aman, who knows Telugu and English both. So I just convince Aman ki bro, please try to say my feelings to her, and he will say in Telugu. Then she might say yes or no, and again she will say to Aman, and Aman will tell me. So Aman is a mediator of both, like me and that girl. So compiler is working like a Aman. Compiler is just converting the human code to the machine code. Although it is taking some time. See, I can say directly to that girl, it will save a lot of time. But I can't speak Telugu. So that's why I have to speak with Anuman. So it is taking a lot of time. So that's what is happening with compiler and interpreter as well. Understood? I hope you all are cleared with translator. If you are studying somewhere, you can just do the comment tab, or else you can do one more thing. I'm just writing my number here. You can call me if you're stuck somewhere in between evening 6 to 8. Not 6 to 8. You can call me in between 8 to 10. Okay? So thank you for watching till the end. We'll just catch up in the next video. Bye bye. Take care.